Okay, ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to Croatia!
All right, we've just arrived. It's day one. It's Saturday. We pick up our boat today. We're gonna sail for 7 days through the Croatia Islands. It's a national park. We're gonna continue north. We're gonna do some snorkeling. We're gonna do lots of sailing. We do have some bora winds, which are really strong, and we're a fairly inexperienced crew, so a little bit nervous, but I think that we can handle it. We have a really great skipper, our friend Florian, and I'm really excited. I think we're gonna eat some great food, we're gonna see some amazing things, and we're gonna have a wonderful time.
The way our flights worked out for this trip, we actually flew into Zadar, Croatia, and we were able to spend a full day there. I really enjoyed Zadar. I think it's lovely and a wonderful stop for anybody who's looking to visit there. However, this video is going to focus on the sailing side of things, so if you want to see my full thoughts, check out my video here.
So today's boat day, but step one is to get groceries. So we've gotten all sorts of water because I drink lots of water, and then we're lugging our stuff around. So from here, we're gonna get a taxi down to the marina where we're gonna do a second load of groceries and then load up. First viewing of the boat. This is Capricorn, this is ours. Home for 1 week. I'm gonna do the boat tour before I forget, like I do everywhere else. Okay, so here's the deck. And when you come down in, you have the galley, which has a seating area, a kitchen, and on this side you have one bedroom, very snug. And as you go through, here is the other bedroom. This one's a little bit bigger, a little bit more spacious, has a window, but that's it. This is the whole boat and whole crew. After 2 days of travel, we are on the boat. We're checked in, and this is our view for the evening. It's a very cute marina town.
Okay. Well, we can talk about that. We just did the safety briefing. We talked about how to work the lines, and now we're ready to go and head out.
Meet Florian. He's my friend, but also our skipper for the week. So he chartered the boat for us and did so much work to make sure that we stayed safe. I cannot thank him enough for all that he did. Don't let this video fool you. There's a ton of work that goes into getting out of the marina and setting sail for the first time. However, I was busy helping, so I don't really have a lot of footage of that. But once we did get out there, we had a lot of wind that helped us sail straight up the coast. We didn't have to tack too much, and we were able to make pretty good time. You can see here that we had pretty sustained speeds, over 7 knots, and that also meant that we had a real lean going on the boat. With the winds, we made really great progress. We made our way well into the Croatia National Park, and then we spent our first night there.
This is our first spot. This is our first night out sailing, and we have found this bay. I did a little bit of snorkeling, and I saw starfish and some coral reef, which is fun. So there's a little bit going on here, but it's a bit sparse, so I did plan a long swim. We're gonna cook dinner and hang out, and the lighting is for audio.
Okay, so this was my first time sailing, like for multiple days. I've done little day trips before, but this was like a week on a boat. And at the start of the week I was really wondering what I got myself into because it was so windy and we were leaning so much, and I thought I was going to fall off the boat and like really didn't know my way around. But it was super cool through the week to work with everybody else and kind of learn the ropes literally and like become much more comfortable just being on the boat.
Florian brought us out away from the islands so that us less experienced sailors could spend some time being in charge of the boat with a little bit less risk involved. He is a great teacher and helped us set up for success.
It's double that intense.
Yeah.
But now, because it's not coming straight from the front anymore, you don't have this intensity anymore.
Yeah.
And we also just have 5 knots of wind right now, so it's like
Yeah, so
barely
it's like
you feeling.
barely any wind.
I'm steering a boat. Such a stupid thing to say.
How does it feel to steer your boat?
It feels amazing. Like, this is my life. This is it. I'm sailing
living the dream.
That's really good. I'm 6 out of 7.
Good job. She's a pro. Florian, what are you gonna do with this hat?
Wearing it.
No, you're gonna give it to Kara.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Kara.
Okay, why are you gonna give it to Kara?
She's the captain now.
Ceremonial hat, I am the new captain. Being in the water is such a quintessential part of sailing, and the water here is so inviting. It's so clear. You just want to jump right in. We bought all sorts of different toys. We brought tubes for hanging on the line. We brought snorkeling gear in order to check out the fish and other life we could find. Sometimes we would just go swimming to jump in the water to cool off after a hike. Every day we had some sort of water highlight.
Am I?
Let me get a little further.
Oh, that's so good.
This is our best snorkeling site so far. So there's a town up here, Croatia, and then there are a bunch of buoys that we can attach to, which really makes it very easy for us to do a quick visit. But in here, all along these rocks, are little ecosystems, so many fish, starfish, even saw an octopus. So it's been a really awesome place to snorkel. It really is one of the best parts about being out on the sailboat is that you always have access to these crystal clear, gorgeous waters. Sometimes it is nice to get away from the boat a little bit and go for a hike on land. Sometimes we would do things like this one where it was just a little stopover for lunch. We explored these ruins that we found here. It turns out these are left over from a movie set. They are not historical in any way. However, they were still really beautiful and fun to explore. Other times we take a little bit longer. This hike maybe took us 2 hours, and we took a whole morning to go up to the highest point of the island where we had stunning views at the top. It's very steep. It's not really a path. This little thing we're following, that's the path. There are a lot of prickers. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be hiking with me if I didn't complain the whole way up, but once you get to the top, it's absolutely worth it. The final hike we did of note on this trip was in Dalmatian National Park. I'm sure I'm saying this incorrectly, where we were able to see some stunning viewpoints of the cliffs, and we were also able to visit a salt lake. That's right, we left the boat behind to enjoy some land and some time in salt water. Today we're going on a little dinghy activity. This is our 4-person dinghy. Ruth, make space. Don't worry, it's a tiny dinghy, and the engine sounds funny. We're having so much fun. Our engine did not die. Right there, you can see the salt lake that we're gonna walk to.
So this is Lake Mere, and it's an extra salty lake because apparently it used to be a part of the ocean, or somehow ocean water has gone in here over the years, and then it's slowly evaporated, so it's just become more condensed. So you can have a swim and go for a float and experience an extra salty lake.
It's not ideal swimming conditions, but we're here, so we're gonna go in. So many fishies.
Yep, I float.
Really? That's cool. This was a super cool place to float and swim in the water, but it is very crowded. It's very popular. Now for some of the harsher realities of sailing. We found the most gorgeous bay. We set our landlines, we set our anchor, we set ourselves up for the most beautiful morning the next day. However, at about midnight, we got a contact from the charter company saying that the clash of the storm coming in against the borough winds could create a potentially dangerous situation. So we brought everything back in, we got the boat moving, and we motored about an hour away to a more secure anchor point. It was really sad to give up this bay, but it's absolutely worth it to ensure that everybody remains safe. Even after the storm brought in a little bit cooler weather, we found a way to still have fun.
Did you know this wine is big, bold, and delicious and great on a sunny day?
Are we not also big, bold, and delicious and great on a sunny day?
We're great on any day. Cheers!
I can't travel somewhere new and not try the local food. So one of the nights that we ate out, we ate at Restaurant Quattro. This was a really cute family-run restaurant. The fish was super fresh, it was very local, and it felt like we were being part of the community, welcomed at their table. The food was absolutely fantastic. This is such a fun way to interact with the culture through food.
We just had dinner at Restaurant Quattro and it was delicious. And now we're gonna watch the sunset.
The other meal we ate out was our last night. We went out for a nice dinner celebrating a successful trip. The food here also super fresh, wonderful, delicious local seafood. Luckily, everybody on the trip was happy to split, and so we were able to order 3 entrees and try a little bit of everything. And I have to tell you, every bit was delicious. And after a full day of sailing and a delicious meal with friends, you're gonna go to bed happy. Outside of these 2 meals, we cooked pretty much all of our food. Those groceries that you saw us pick up at the beginning of the video needed to carry us through the week, with a few little additions from shops on the island.
So the kitchen is tiny, but it works. We have basically one place to store everything, and then all of the like cups and plates and bowls are in these little cabinets here.
This one just falls
As it
open.
falls over. It's a little janky, but most it works. You have to make your own paper towel holder. You know, it's like a little bit MacGyver, but everything is here. And the fridge is inside the cabinet, so if you want to use the countertop and access something in the fridge, you have to fight with whoever wants to do one of those 2 things.
And what are we having for breakfast?
We are making an omelet. So we have some sausage from the little shop here on the island and some leftover eggs, which got like a little bit of disaster in the fridge. So we have to use them up today. And yeah, it's gonna be good. Angela did a great job with breakfast. We've got eggs, we've got bread and butter, and some cheese and meat.
It doesn't look so appealing anymore, I think, but
Yeah, well, we didn't record when it was first plated.
we didn't do the after shot.
Last night we stayed in a marina. Here they have water services, electric services, a store, a restaurant, bathrooms, showers. This one was quite expensive. It was $80 for the night, but it's really helpful because we're able to get rid of our trash, take a nice refreshing warm shower, recharge all of our electronic devices, and pick up anything we need food-wise.
Oh, that looks cool.
When we're not doing all of the things that I've already talked about, hiking, snorkeling, sailing, swimming, exploring, and making dinner, we are hanging out with friends and making new memories. This truly is an exceptional way to travel.
It is our last night of the trip. We have returned our boat to the marina. So we went out for dinner. It was lovely. I'm walking to the marina bathroom to wrap up for the night. We will go to sleep, and then tomorrow we will do a final check of the boat. We'll head back to the airport. Welcome to the fine things in life. My locally sourced wine, sailing around the islands of Croatia. Pinkies up. Look at my great life. Please watch my video. Love how much I love life.